Have you ever wondered why that person occupies so much of your thoughts? It seems like even when you try to focus on other things, your mind keeps circling back to them, as if there's a greater reason behind it all. What if I told you this could be a sign from the universe, a direct message from the angels? Today, let's explore together what Archangel Uriel has to reveal about this profound connection. Is there something you need to learn from this experience? What role does this person play in your spiritual journey? Perhaps it's time to finally understand what this means, and above all, to find the peace you deserve. Hello, and welcome to the channel. Throughout this video, you'll discover how this situation could be a divine opportunity for emotional and spiritual growth. Let's explore how Archangel Uriel can illuminate the path and bring clarity to your heart. Stay with me until the end, because the answer you're seeking could completely transform how you see this connection and bring the emotional comfort you so deeply need. First, there are moments in life when our thoughts fixate on someone, even when we try to shift our attention. It's as if this person has a reserved space in our mind, and no matter how hard we try to move forward, they remain there, present. This can lead to anxiety, doubts, and even a sense of losing control over our own feelings. But why does this happen? Often, these recurring thoughts go beyond the emotional plane. They may be connected to something greater, like a spiritual bond, or even a divine lesson that hasn't yet been understood. When someone occupies so much of our mind, it could be a call to reflect on their importance in our life and what they represent in our journey. Moreover, some connections carry an intense energy that can deeply impact us. These connections may arise to teach us something essential, whether it's about forgiveness, self-love, or even learning to let go of what no longer serves us. Ignoring these signs won't solve the problem, which is why understanding the reason behind these thoughts is so important. What if this situation is an opportunity to look within yourself? Sometimes these experiences come to show us aspects of ourselves that need healing or transformation. Perhaps this person is reflecting something about you that requires attention, or maybe they're a mirror of unresolved issues. Understanding these signs is the first step toward finding clarity and peace. And this is where Archangel Uriel's message comes in, offering wisdom to illuminate this emotional confusion and reveal the true purpose of this connection. When we think of angels, we imagine beings who bring comfort, protection, and messages of peace. But Archangel Uriel goes beyond that. He is known as the angel of wisdom and spiritual illumination. Uriel doesn't just bring answers. He lights a path in moments of doubt, helping us see the truth behind life's most challenging situations. Uriel's mission is to guide us in times of confusion, especially when we face questions that seem to have no explanation. He acts as a spiritual mentor, connecting our human experiences to divine lessons. In the case of persistent thoughts about someone, his presence can reveal the hidden learning behind this connection. Uriel is also an angel who works with the energy of discernment. He helps us identify what is essential and what needs to be released. Sometimes, we're so immersed in our emotions that we lose the clarity needed to understand what truly matters. That's when Uriel steps in, bringing calm and guidance to the heart and mind. Additionally, Uriel invites us to reflect on our choices and seek spiritual balance. He reminds us that no matter how painful or confusing a situation may seem, there is a greater purpose. When we seek his help, he illuminates the path and encourages us to trust the divine process. Now that you understand Archangel Uriel's role, let's explore the message he brings about this connection that occupies so much of your mind. So, get ready to discover how these thoughts can be transformed into a source of spiritual learning and personal growth. When you think so much about someone, it may seem like just an emotional dilemma. However, from a spiritual perspective, these thoughts can carry profound lessons that haven't yet been understood. Archangel Uriel invites us to look beyond the emotions and seek the hidden meaning behind these persistent connections. First, we need to understand that these experiences may reflect something greater, a lesson your soul is seeking. Often, these connections appear to teach us about forgiveness, whether it's forgiving others or ourselves. They can also reveal emotional patterns that need transformation, such as dependency, attachment, or fear of rejection. Moreover, these connections can be a way to reconnect with our own purpose. Perhaps this person has awakened something within you, like a desire for change or a need to know yourself more deeply. Uriel reminds us that everything in our lives happens for a reason, and that these experiences are not mere coincidences. Another important lesson these situations bring is detachment. Sometimes we think so much about someone because we're holding on to an idea, an expectation, or even an idealized version of that person. Uriel teaches us that detachment doesn't mean forgetting or devaluing the connection, but freeing ourselves from the emotional ties that hold us back. So, to discover what this person represents in your journey, take a moment to reflect. What do you feel when you think of them? Do they evoke positive emotions or bring up fears and insecurities? What significant moments in your life are tied to them? These questions are a starting point for understanding the purpose of this connection. Uriel guides us to approach these reflections with calm and confidence, knowing that the answers will come in time. He also reminds us that no experience is in vain, even the ones that challenge us. In this way, understanding the spiritual message behind these thoughts is liberating. It allows us to see the situation with new eyes and prepares us for the next step, dealing with these feelings in both practical and spiritual ways. Understanding the spiritual and emotional reasons behind these thoughts is already a big step. But how do you handle them in your daily life? How do you find clarity and, more importantly, peace? This is where practical wisdom, combined with spirituality and Archangel Uriel's guidance, comes in. The good news is, you don't have to face this alone. There are simple yet transformative practices that can help you process these feelings, release what needs to be released, and finally bring balance to your mind and heart. So, let's explore them together. Archangel Uriel is a force of light who can illuminate the purpose of these connections and bring clarity to what seems confusing. Set aside a quiet moment in your day, close your eyes, and humbly ask for his guidance. You can use a prayer like this: Archangel Uriel, Angel of divine wisdom and spiritual clarity, I call upon your presence in this moment. Illuminate my mind and heart. Help me understand the purpose of this connection and guide me toward peace and balance. May your light dispel all shadows that hinder my growth, and may I find wisdom in the lessons this experience is bringing me. Thank you. As you say this prayer or meditate, visualize a golden light surrounding you, bringing safety, calm, and clarity. Feel enveloped by this energy, as if Archangel Uriel himself is by your side. Many answers are hidden within you, and putting them on paper can help you access them. Grab a notebook and write openly about the feelings and thoughts this person evokes in you. Ask yourself, what do these thoughts make me feel? Is there something I haven't forgiven? Does this bond reflect a pattern I've experienced before? What do I want to learn or transform through this experience? Writing is a way to organize your thoughts and release emotional burdens. Sometimes, as you put words on paper, the solution begins to emerge naturally. Often, when we're stuck thinking about someone, our energy is focused on the past or future expectations. The solution is to bring your attention back to the present. A simple practice is mindful breathing. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to focus solely on your breath. Inhale deeply, count to 4, hold for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 4 seconds. This exercise not only calms the mind, but also helps realign your emotions. Additionally, remember to take care of yourself. Ask, how can I nurture myself today? It could be something simple, like preparing a healthy meal, taking a walk, listening to your favorite music, or investing in spiritual self-care. Finally, one of the greatest sources of peace in situations like this is trusting that everything resolves in God's timing. Remember, each lesson will only be understood at the right time. Sometimes our thoughts persist simply because we're still in a learning process that hasn't yet been completed. Under Archangel Uriel's light, you can trust that you're not alone and that with patience and practice, you'll find clarity and liberation. There's no problem divine wisdom cannot resolve, and by opening yourself to this guidance, you'll be one step closer to peace. Above all, it's comforting to know that amid life's emotional and spiritual confusion, we're never alone. The angels, God's messengers, are by our side at all times, offering their guidance, protection, and comfort. Our role is simple: to open our hearts to recognize their presence and accept the divine help they're ready to provide. Archangel Uriel, in particular, plays a key role when we're facing situations that bring doubt, emotional pain, or mental confusion. He acts as a light in the darkness, helping us see beyond immediate circumstances to understand the spiritual lessons behind them. In this way, he reminds us that even in challenges, there's an opportunity for transformation and growth. The angels work silently in our lives in many ways. They send us subtle signs, like words or images that cross our path, intuitive feelings that help us make decisions, or a sudden sense of peace during difficult moments. When we seek their guidance through prayer or meditation, they act as intermediaries between us and divine will. In intense emotional connections, like when we can't stop thinking about someone, the angels can help us understand the spiritual purpose behind it. They don't negate our human emotions, but invite us to view these experiences through the lens of divine love. They whisper to our hearts that these situations aren't here to punish us, but to shape and strengthen us. You can open yourself to the angels' presence by asking for their guidance in your prayers, such as, "My guardian angel and Archangel Uriel, help me understand this experience. Bring light and clarity to my heart. Free me from feelings that no longer serve my growth, and help me trust in God's plans for me." When we trust in the angels' constant presence in our lives, we can live with greater serenity. They show us that every connection, every persistent thought, is ultimately part of a greater plan, a divine plan of love that always works for our good. So if something deeply troubles us, like persistent thoughts about someone, it's natural to want it to simply go away. However, Archangel Uriel teaches us something different. Instead of resisting or fighting these experiences, he invites us to accept them as part of a greater, divinely orchestrated plan for our growth. After all, everything we experience has a purpose, even if it's not always clear in the moment. First, look at this situation from a new perspective. This experience, no matter how challenging, is a divine invitation for your spiritual and emotional evolution. Think about how you've reacted to it. Do you feel anger, sadness, anxiety? All these emotions are valid, but they're also signs of something deeper within you that's asking to be healed. Perhaps this connection has come to awaken dormant aspects of your soul. It could be your resilience, your ability to forgive, or even your self-care. In any case, what's clear is that these recurring emotions and thoughts aren't here to trap you, but to liberate you from old patterns, from long-held pain, or from ways of thinking that no longer serve your journey. Refusing to face this experience is like ignoring a divine call for transformation. When you open your heart and ask, Lord, what do you want me to learn from this? The entire situation begins to shift. Difficulties become opportunities, and persistent thoughts lose their power because you now see them as part of God's plan. Moreover, allow yourself to imagine how you can grow by facing this situation head-on. Who will you become by weathering this storm with courage? Archangel Uriel reminds you that there's a light within you waiting to be revealed, and he helps you do just that. Bring light to this darkness so you can emerge stronger, wiser, and closer to the purpose God has for your life. So, integrate this message into your daily journey. Whenever these thoughts arise, don't resist them. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I accept that this is part of my learning. God is with me. The angels are by my side, and I trust in the divine love guiding my transformation. I hope Archangel Uriel's message has brought light and clarity to your heart. Remember, persistent thoughts about someone can be a divine gift, an invitation for your spiritual and emotional growth. They're here to teach you, to transform you, and to bring you closer to the purpose God has for your life. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who might benefit from this message. Leave a comment below sharing your experiences or questions. Let's create a community of support and mutual growth. Finally, if you enjoyed this message, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to watch more angelic messages and discover new spiritual insights. Together, let's continue illuminating our journeys with divine wisdom. May Archangel Uriel's light always be with you, bringing peace, clarity, and love. Until the next video.